So this is the 1978 version that Mattel made of the Cylon Centurion. It was a fairly rudimentary piece. I believe it was developed by a superhero they had molded maybe 5 years prior to that. So they just brought that mold back and added accessories to it to turn it into a Cylon. So by the time I got it, the legs were broken off, one arm. It didn't work. None of the lights worked. The gun was broken off, and it didn't have anything else. So I thought, well, I'll just unscrew it, replace the electronics. Not so fast. These were molded in two halves. Then the electronics and such were installed, and then it was fused back together. So you have to separate this thing at the seams, and it's not easy. It's not like there's a glue joint every 1/4 of an inch or something. No, it's fused together. So once you get it down to the upper torso, you can split it, and then you can add some type of extractors or clamps or a wedge on the top to give you access to pull all this wiring and feed it back down through the arm. I replaced everything with new LEDs, non-1978, so they actually illuminate. It only had 2 bulbs in it, one for the chest and one for the gun. The one for the eye, that light was transmitted through this, I guess you could call it a periscope, where the light would be transmitted from the chest LED up through here, and then it would illuminate the front of this, and that was supposed to be the eyeball glowing. So kind of like fiber optics a bit, just a lot less efficient. So I got that all torn down, got the gun built. Of course, it's nothing like the original. It was a little too bare. Built his gauntlets, the leggings, the utility belt, and the sword. And I added this holding switch. I built this pin, pushed that plunger down, because this plunger is not easy to hold down. It has a pretty hefty spring on it. So I think kids would have had a difficult time. You have to use one hand on the bottom, or at least one finger on the bottom and one on the top to depress this thing. You can't just push down on it while it's standing there. Something will break. So this way you don't have to hold it. You can actually just turn it on. And when you remove the pin, the lights go out. So here he is in his glory. I think the lighting turned out pretty well. Oh, the eye still does. I don't know if I can do it one-handed. The eye still rotates from side to side. So we didn't lose that effect. So that's it.